Bryant Agricultural Enterprise is a third-generation family farm in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Annual commodity production consists of corn, soybeans, and wheat. At Bryant Ag, we strive to produce the highest yields possible while utilizing superior land stewardship practices which help ensure land productivity for future generations.
We both grew up on a farm around livestock, had chores every day, both took an interest in it. Just really had a passion for doing what we did, for the farm and an agriculture background. But our father seen that we took a great interest in it. I soon felt like we did a good job, so we developed a partnership with Mike and I and our wives and our mother and father, and basically put the family together. The benefits of that were just sharing machinery and cost and the accounting and be able to track things a lot quicker than if we were all individual. So we made a determination to do that, and that's kind of what we've done all the way through. We've got employees that we want to take care of. So we want to make sure it's an open conversation, treat everybody fair, and make sure that they are very informed in what's going on in their land.
Well, as far as our relationship with our employees, that they are what we are about. I mean, without them, it's just hard to get to where we want to be if we don't have good employees. Mm-hmm. We treat our employees very well. We treat them like family. They are family. There's nothing that none of us would do for them if they needed help. And there's nothing they would do for us. That relationship is very important to us.
We want to build long-term relationships with our employees, with our landowners, with our suppliers. And we want to instill that all the way through the board. Well, there was times it was tough.
For the most part, it's been an ideal fit. I mean, he likes the inside stuff. He likes the deal making, the books, that pressure. I'm more like the outside, just making sure stuff gets done on the outside. He likes working late. I don't like working so late. So it's just like it really mixes well.
I always said it's almost like a match made in heaven. For everything that Mike said, we're kind of opposites, okay? But probably the one thing that I think is the most important is that we trust each other.
In order to create a profitable return for our landowners, the most cutting-edge technology, agronomics, and environmental practices available are utilized. Bryant Ag Enterprise continuously strives to maximize operating efficiencies to help us make the most precise environmental and economical decisions for optimal crop production. At a sheriff's auction during the Great Depression, Albert Bryant purchased the land for his son, John, and since then, Bryant Agricultural Enterprise has developed into a third-generation, modern-day farm operation looking to expand in years to come. Bryant Agricultural Enterprise will strive to grow a business that can be shared among the farming family and shared with future generations.
We are a large operation, but we still do a lot of the small things, even though we're large. I mean, 20 years ago, we used to, during fall harvest, we'd go to my mom's house and eat supper every night. There wasn't that many of us, there was 8 or 10 of us at that time. But now, we still do supper, but it's on a larger scale. But there's just a lot of stuff that we wrap into that now that we kind of got started years ago by family, by doing family things. And we still do that today.
Say that we are truly a family farm is because we are multi-generation, okay? We're constantly bringing in, Mike's wife, my wife are partners in the business. We're bringing in the next generation with Casey and Heath. When you ask about technological changes that we have experienced, probably the first thing that comes to mind is how much faster things change today than what they did in the past. If you didn't have a set of scales to know what the field made, you just kind of guessed. Okay, you counted wagon loads or bins dumps coming off the combine. All those things, you just didn't have that technology. But today, in real time, we can see exactly what's going on.
Yes, it just amazes me. Back when I started farming, there was 2 real corn pickers. I mean, I was literally getting in the wagon, pushing, corn out to what it is today. It's just amazing. It's mind-boggling.
Agriculture just changed as a whole. There's just a lot happening, and it's an exciting field. I think there's a lot of opportunities in ag today, not only for us as a family to farm, but if you're somebody out there looking, coming out of college, I think the world is wide open in agriculture.
Landowners are top priority with Bryant Ag, and we consider it a privilege to be stewards of their land. We strive to maintain a prosperous relationship that not only benefits our landowners by providing a fair return for their assets, but also cultivates pride in their association with Bryant Agricultural Enterprise. In the years to come, we expect to increase the size of our operation through continued expansion, but doing so in a positive way, so that Bryant Ag's reputation of integrity, honesty, and hard work is not diminished. Success will be measured by continued increase in operating profit, maintaining efficient operation, consistency in our working capital, and providing a well-run business for our landowners, employees, family, and ourselves.
I came here in September of 2009. I'm currently the office manager. Do all the deposits, pay all the bills, try to keep things organized. Just enjoy every day. Very relaxed. Everybody gets along. It's a fun place to come every day. It's not like a job, but I think that is also connected with the fact that it's agriculture. I love this business, always have. That's why I've stayed so long. It's a wonderful place. I can't say enough about the family. They're great people, and it's just a great place to spend your time. The fun part about this, when you think about it, the interaction that I have with Grandpa Bryant, now that makes me want to cry. We've taught him to use an iPhone. And we got him a Facebook page that says Bryant Agriculture. And I think that's cool, that he's almost 80 years old. And he loves this place. And Griff's able to experience a dream that he would never have had these experiences without John and Mark and Mike and Casey and Heath and the whole crew. So it's fun for me. I don't see him every day, but I know he's here and I know he's living the life. So how good does it get?
Operations manager, been here for 19 years. Better work environments that I've ever worked in, just simply because of the people that you work with. Everybody here treats everyone exceptionally well. Everyone gets rewarded well for a job well done. There's a lot of fringe benefits to things here other than actual pay. The work environment here is really good because you got some of the best equipment to work with. You're not constantly fixing and repairing things. Everything is well maintained from top to bottom. Favorite part about my job is, I guess, the opportunity to have a job such as this, the challenges. I look forward to that. It's not a 9-to-5 job. So I think for me personally, that's what I like the best. Challenging individuals and seeing the reward in the end.
My relationship with the Bryants started out back in the early 80s when the farm economy had been very challenging, and I was a young loan officer working in Washington Courthouse and was trying to gain insight into the county and the community, and I met a guy by the name of John Bryant. They've been with me as clients and friends and customers since the early 1980s. And technology, it's unbelievable. If I go back to what we were doing when I started out in the ag finance business and the things we were trying to do, the numbers don't change, the process doesn't change, but the way we get there and the amount of information that we have at our fingertips is just unbelievable. I think when you're a part of their operation, you truly are on the inside. I don't think you find very many large-scale operations that have the passion and the compassion that this operation has, in my opinion. I just think they do a fabulous job of not only taking care of the land that they're entrusted with, but also the relationships that go along with it. And I think that really does set them apart.
Bryant Agricultural Enterprise is very proud to be involved in such an ever-changing industry and have the ability to evolve as it changes. Through wise planning, excellent financial management, valuable experience, and the motivation to succeed, we move forward with confidence in our ability. Other things may change us, but we begin and end with family.
There's times when it's tense, but at the end of the day, we all get along, we all love each other, and it all works out. And that's the nice part, is we can actually walk out the door, take our business hat off, and sit down and talk to each other at the dinner table about family stuff.
If I go to my parents for dinner, it's me with my mom and dad, not me with my boss. I get to see a different side of him, I think, than I did just as his daughter. And the same thing I think Keith can say, when you get to work underneath your parents, it's like you really appreciate all the sacrifices that they made in order to give us the life that we were blessed to grow up with.
What drew me back, though, I don't think I ever went away. It was something that, as a young kid, whenever I could walk, I always was farming on the carpet. Of my siblings, I was probably the one that was always involved in the farm. So I never really thought of anything other than to go farm. I think that's kind of what's driven me probably more than anything, is just not having that same thing to do every day, a change of pace, and constantly striving for more each time.
Dad worked out of our basement. His office was down there, and I remember on Saturdays, all 3 hours out the day, people knocking on our door, whether it was seed dealers or bankers, anybody that was coming by, equipment dealers, and they'd want to visit with him. And I just thought that was awesome that, his job never stopped. It didn't matter that it was 5 o'clock in the evening, and that's really what I took interest in. And a lot like our father's relationships, I think Heath and I are just a perfect match. I mean, he loves the operation side of things, really has a great understanding of the crop and what needs to be done in the field. And I just have such a passion for the inside, the business end of things. And in the end, I think that's why if you come back and visit with us 20 years from now, we'll still be here because of that trust and that relationship that we have together is very, very important. The land that our land partners provide and trust in us to farm is just so important and allows us to do what we love to do.
For me, it's probably the technology.
Yeah.
To come for, like she said, on the on the operations side, it's going to come a point in time where I'm going to be sitting right here, and probably everything's going to be done out there, and there won't be hardly, or there won't be any operators in the machine. I mean, they've got machines out there now. So I think just the technology that is to come and what it's going to offer and how it's going to help us improve our bottom line.
I think I'm most excited about the relationships. It's interesting to see there's some people that we work with that still want to work with Grandpa because he started that relationship, and then there's a lot of people today that we work with that have the relationship with our fathers. And I think it's just really interesting because I noticed that when people call the office and they say, can I talk to Keith or can I talk to Casey, and it's not John, Mark, or Mike, it's really exciting to me because that means that we're kind of starting to do our jobs. And I mean, my grandpa really, from what I heard from Dad, he started to step down when he felt like they were ready to kind of take over and move forward and make it their own dream. And I think that I'm excited for that to take place with us.
Do you
don't need them.
The acres, is that something to look into?
No, I wouldn't spend the extra money because you don't need them. For no more acres of corn you're planting.
That's what was my point. So you just set one, part one.
Heath, you're going to come to a point when you're spraying this spring. If you need a sprayer or a truck driver, you're going to take it from the corn planter or the bean planter, the big bean. You're going to take one of those guys and go, you got more than enough planting capability to do that. Just because we got it, we don't have to run them. And one of them can sit in the barn back there all fall, and the only time you could use it is when something does break down. I mean, save hours on so you do, but you will have to trade again, obviously. Mm-hmm. But you may not have to trade all four at once.
Yeah.
You just leave it there and you use it, but it's keeping the hours down and spreading them out across everything. So, and that's what we've got to relay to you guys, that we're okay with that. We understand. try to take some of that pressure off.
Yeah.
And I know it's easy said right now.
I'll remind you.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, all
That's
those
right.
things will have to get adapted. If you don't, if we're sitting here May 1st and you haven't turned the wheel, this conversation's different.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's right.
But, sitting here today planning for just a normal spring, halfway normal, we just need to concentrate on those things.
Same as nothing, but you're getting a lot more value on this one. So which is the best option? Is it to keep them all the same, have 3 or 4 of them high hours and 3 or 4 low hours?
So my challenge to you guys is you guys need to answer that question for yourselves. So in other words, that's a matter of making a few phone calls to your equipment dealer, to Nick, and say, okay, what kind of a breakdown do you see doing a little research? And then you answer that question.